Hey guys, this is ACL here, and let's talk about episode 7. A lot of cool reveals in this one, so let's get started. First of all, we have a very Office-inspired opening theme, which is pretty cool. And this episode was sort of inspired by
Convicts from the prison convoy are holding up
Modern
the store.
Family, with all the
Dang, I thought I got all these guys.
talking to and then recording crew. And that's all very early 2000s, so early 2010s, I should say. So yeah, that's cool. We see that Wanda is exhausted after the events of episode 6, where she expanded the Hex, probably because she used so much of her abilities, and she's taking the day off. Now, you can see reality is starting to fall apart here, folks. Playing on these Wii remotes, which can't really 2000s, are shifting through time till they eventually become Uno cards. The curtains are changing. Even the whole TV is changing. Going from color back to black and white, and the illusion's kind of starting to fall apart here. So we see Wanda getting some milk, but the almond milk turns into a milk carton with a missing child on it, which very interesting, because, you know, as Pietro said in episode 6, all the children from Westview are kind of mysteriously missing, so that might be reference to that. Then after that, you know, Wanda starts to break down, and she reveals that the Pietro we've been seeing isn't their uncle. And we all knew something was fishy with him, right? But now she's confirmed that, and we almost get an answer to what his deal is, but she stops herself. And Agnes comes through, just in time, as usual, to babysit the kids for a while at her place. And Wanda takes a break, and the stork from episode 3 mysteriously reappears. And things are just starting to fall apart. I think we might see some more damage to the Hex in episode 8. Meanwhile, Hayward is planning a full assault.
The app's saying there's a helicopter flying around like it's possessed.
And I think we'll see a big confrontation in episode 8, because he's looking like he's planning something. Even though this thing is kind of his fault in the first place. Right? I mean, he angered Wanda, which is why she, you know, made it very harder to get through in this episode. And, I mean, he wouldn't help out Vision, which is why the Hex was expanded in the first place. So, if you think about it, it's kind of all his fault. Which is why I think he's, you know, going to be revealed as one of the villains, so we'll get to the other one in a minute. And still in the real world, we pick up with Monica and Drew. Turns out that Hayward was using Vision as a weapon, which is why he's been monitoring her. He kind of wants to see how his weapon is working out, and yeah, I mean, they said Vision didn't want to be used as a weapon, so they're kind of just going against his wishes, which is not a cool thing to do. Then, back inside the Hex, pick up with Vision. And he's in place in the circus with all the sword agents in the end of episode 6. And, he used to navigate around the place. So Darcy is an escape artist because she was chained up when she entered the Hex. And, Vision frees her mind. And then, they steal a van, gets it, like the guys who couldn't give it coffee. And she explains everything Turns out Vision doesn't know a lot. We kind of figured that out in the last episode. We didn't even know he was in the adventure. And so, yeah, he learns about his and Wanda's relationship. And, didn't really have any feelings in the matter, but I didn't feel bad for the guy. I mean, he's been used pretty much all his life, and then his life ended with him as a big weapon that the bad guy needed, so...
Okay.
And,
Time to worry
then...
about the transmitter.
It seems like, or at least Vision thinks so, that Wanda is slowing them down, but I do think Agnes is doing that, which we'll learn about later. Then we get another commercial, but this time for Nexus. I see Wanda and Nexus being in Marvel Comics. Very powerful beings across different realities who, are seen in everyone, so, it's just kind of showcasing her power, and I think we might see that later in the series with how she, created this hex, and, how she expanded it, we kind of seen that power come through. That was a very deep-cut reference. Anyways, then Monica gets her tank, and the engineer wasn't really anyone special. Just one of these military guys who are still loyal to their mom and are loyal to her. And, I think it's turned into a retro vehicle. Monica has to go through herself. And she almost gets pushed back, but, you hear flashback to that scene in Captain Marvel where, her mom had to be strong and go help out her Aunt Carol, and she uses that strength and she blasts through with her photon powers from the comics. I feel blue and she sort of sees the residual energy
Hey man, you good up there?
from the hex, and it's really interesting because in the comics she could turn into different, energy waves. So you can kind of see how that fits in the show. She confronts Wanda and she's about to get through to her, but yeah, Wanda gets angry. She almost pushes her out at one point. She does the classic superhero landing, so the blue eyes weren't enough for you. I mean, what else do you mean? She did the thing. But, Agnes shows up and takes Wanda away. Now, we're all kind of suspicious of Agnes at this point because Billy, whose power it is to read minds, literally can't read hers. So, it's kind of sus. And then we get the big reveal when it goes into the basement where we see the Darkhold from Marvel Comics, Book of Dark Magic, so that's a good giveaway. We see that Agnes is literally Agatha Harkness, which we all saw coming. But then we get this nice twist on the Monsters theme, where we see that Agnes was behind Senor Scratchy doing weird stuff. She lied to Vision, she created Pietro. She was responsible for her glitching, and since she lied to Vision, it kind of seemed like she was trying to take him out. Yeah, that's kind of scary. And she killed Sparky. I mean, she's a definite villain, and I hope Wanda takes her out in the next episode with Monica. But yeah, that's how the episode ends, and then we get a post-credit scene where we know where Pietro's been, because he didn't appear. So yeah, overall, really good episode. I know some people are saying it was filler. This stuff is kind of important, Monica's becoming a hero in her own right, and we've got a brand new villain. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to like and subscribe, and as always, peace out, stay safe.